Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I was actually covering two decks, sort of. I'll be covering both Portalcraft and also Arcus Shadows, sort of. Now, by saying this, what I mean is I'll be playing Portalcraft and then also talking about Arcus Shadow because that's what I'm gonna be playing against. Now, let me go and quickly show you guys my Portalcraft deck. So I made this to try to like get a chance to try it right now, as well as just like mess around and try out some other things to try to see some of the card tricks that I have here. Like this one's like less stable, I want to say, than like my other list, which we'll see next. But you know what I was playing with like during a time where like my mind was like slightly like addled because I was like playing for a while. Anyway. So that being said, like Portalcraft, the first like 35 cards you have are all like kind of like set in stone, and the last like 5 cards can be like whatever you want, and I was just like taking advantage of that. If you haven't actually seen my card review on Rhino, I highly suggest you check it out because I did kind of talk about it in detail. And I do plan to talk about it going forward as well. Also, another preface in this game, starting both these games, Skills versus Shadow. Shadow is not a good matchup for Rhino. Rhino's a card where you want to be matched up versus like say things like Portal maybe, versus Dragon, versus Forest, things like that. Like versus Shadow, Rhino's kind of dead weight unless the Rhino came out and was massive when it first came out. Like I do mean like actually had to be like 10 drop massive, or sorry, like 10 attack massive or something like that. Anyway. So this is a more like refined list that like does it a little bit better and doesn't like meme as hard. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and show you guys 2 games. Both these games, again, like I said, they're both versus Arcus Shadow, because right now if you're playing in rotation and you're versus Shadow, 150,000% you're versus Arcus Shadow, because Arcus Shadow's gonna be hotness. Like, and I said this card was gonna be good. People did not believe me. Here we are now. Like, the card is amazing. Things like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into the game. Alright, so for this new set, as an aside, I actually really like it a lot. Well, for this new mini set, I actually really like it a lot. It did definitely change some things in the current format. Like, for example, Tank of Shrine is actually something that people are playing and climbing with, right? Crazy. Alright, so I'm going second. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, Rhino, I already knew it was going to be dead weight in this match because, like, Arcus Shadow, from the games I've played with it and games I've seen of it, Arcus Shadow is the premier control killer right now. Like, the card is just nuts. Like, and you're definitely going to see that in these games. So, I actually kept Machina, and I keep Mana Production, because I usually have games where I don't actually have artifacts put into my deck early enough. And then I just like draw multiple fervents, so I'm just like sad because like they're just like vanilla 2/3s. I also kept Machina because, like, again, Arcus Shadow, you want to get going really quickly before the Arcus can come down and just kind of end the game with Saphira. And that's gonna be like the game plan that I aim for in both of these games. I pick up another Mana Production, but Mana Production is not like a bad card to keep per se. Because like ordinarily would say something like Mystic Ring or whatever, you would technically start you would actually start down -1 card, but with Mana Production you actually stay +0. Well, you go down -1 you get a -1 temporarily, and then you get +0 at the end of the turn. So I go ahead and I play out the Mana Production. I go ahead and grab my Icarus. I'm like, okay, cool. He plays Balance, I'm like, okay. So here I go ahead and respond with Miriam. Now, yeah, his Balance gets a free kill, or he gets free 2 face damage, so I'll have to trade. That's fine. Because I want to go ahead and I want to get started early. I want to go ahead and grab it and have a nice hand and a nice deck by the time I go ahead and play up my Machina. So here I topped up the Fervent, that's fine. I'll go ahead and play Magisteel, and I'll go ahead and respond by playing out the Analyzing. I made this line because it doesn't matter if he kills my guy or not. Like, if he kills it, cool, I get 1 more HP. If he doesn't kill it, cool, I get premium trade into anything you want to play, unless you play Exploring here. Then he responds to Series. Now, most people would not see the implications of this, but I do. Like, he's not just playing on curve; he has a second Series in the hand, and he wants to guarantee that that I play as hard as fucking possible into this first one. Because Series is actually a bitch for Portalcraft to kill. Because there's only like 2 units in the deck that can actually like safely evolve over it, and that's and that's Icarus. If it, well, and that's assuming that of course it's evolved. But it's Icarus plus like substitution, or just 2-drop Evo plus substitution, or Hakurabi Evo, or Machina Evo, and that's it. Like, there's not many options. So here I again flatted the board. I flatted the board in preparation because I know that he's going to play the second one. I know he's going to play it. Like I already like kind of felt it in my bones a little bit. So I want to go ahead and prepare myself for that. He plays it out. I'm like, okay, sure. Please have a 1-drop. Because right now people are also playing Mischievous Spirit. Mischievous Spirit is actually very, very good in Arcus Shadow. But obviously it's one of those like post Arcus sort of cards. Anyway, so he has this full HP unit. I can't kill it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and flood out. Now, I have a very, very good turn by playing out the Biofab and then playing out this as well. But I can't do that because if I do that, he's going to play Odal. If he plays Odal, I lose the game because he doesn't have to make trades with Odal. So now he can just trade here, kill this, and then go ahead and get 2 face damage and also even preserve the HP on his Odal if he wants, because it's so hard for me to clear this. I just probably like run away with the game. So I'll go ahead and just like play up my Magic Steel, play up my Fervent. Surprise, surprise, there's the Odal. So we'll go ahead and see how he makes the trades here. There's not, well, the trade that I think I would probably make is maybe sack damage on this, and then try to preserve this at like kind of decent. But he can't do it because the fact that like I have the ancient in my hand, and he should know that I have the ancient in my hand. So the best line is to like make the trade here and just like kill the board and go face, because I still can't really kill that, right? So but I finally have the Machina, and I think what he was thinking is that I wouldn't be able to play Machina and kill that, but Biofab has something to say about that. So I go ahead and kill it. I stay out of resonance, but that's actually fine for me because I have some analyzing artifacts in my deck that I can pull up now. That's good. We'll go ahead and just pull up and be like gat or whatever. Anyway, so the other reason why I like this turn is because this turn I prevented him from playing an Arcus. Like he's gonna probably play it like Zombie Party or something like that, because like he doesn't want to just like play out his Arcus and have it just be like completely sacked. So yep, so he goes and plays the Zombie Party instead. I'm like, okay. He then makes the Evolve. I did not like the use of the Evolve here because Arcus is actually a slow card by itself. So I'd rather just like temp out here and just like pretend to get like Ectar or something like that in the back. But anyway, here, sorry about that. So here, I go ahead and I get to play Miriam. I'll go ahead and play Miriam to search. Now, to be honest with you, I played Miriam to search first because I wasn't sure if I would need to search again, because there were some number of analyzing artifacts in my deck, so I wanted to if I failed the gamble, search again, and then this way get like a better chance or better odds. I get it immediately though, which is fine. It does mean that like my play will be slightly different this turn, but again, that's fine. So I'll go ahead and I can play Hamlin, make the copy, go ahead and trade. I'm not going to evolve. Even though he evolved, I'm not going to evolve back. I don't need to. Like, we're in the part of the game where both of our decks have to go off, and I need my deck to have more resources than his deck. Also, I know he's going to play Arcus next turn, so I'll just like settle for drawing 6 here. Like, I pulled out a card that I didn't want for my deck, which is the Analyzing, to then draw 6. So it's actually a net gain for me. Yeah, so here he plays the Arcus. I'm like, okay, sure, let's go. So once I play out the Arcus, like, things to keep in mind: as Portalcraft, your Excels are probably useless for the rest of the game. Like, they just like take up board space, and that's about it. Because Arcus Shadow, the only creatures that they play that actually don't instantly blow up post Arcus is Aisha. That'll almost assuredly never come down unless it's gonna kill you. Odal. More copies of Arcus. Ectar. And then lastly, Ceres. Like, or Ceres, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Anyway, so he plays it. I'm like, okay. So here, I get a little bit too cute for my taste. I had a lot of different options that I could have gone for here. Alright, so the option, well, so this probably the primary option is you can go ahead and actually play Know of History, right? Play Know of History. It puts something into your deck. Because it puts exactly one card into your deck. You have your Resonance turned on. So you can then go ahead and then play Miriam to pull something from your deck, right? Pull something from your deck. It's probably going to be the Analyzing. you can then go ahead and play out Excel, then play out the Analyzing, then Trade, then go ahead and go face with these two. Probably even evolve this if you like. Go face with these. Then lastly, play the. Then lastly, play like the meta direction if you like, because again, the Excel is like useless. And then from there, boom, Bob's your uncle. You get to draw 6 again. You have this man on a timer. You have the board flooded out. You also have like other things going for you. But I didn't do it because I didn't think about it, because I wanted to get used to I'll like my mechanized servants to see if I like did it or not. I then also proceeded to fuck up the order because I wasn't used to playing with the card. Like it was like my first game playing with the card. Anyway, so I gotta make the trades. And then realized that, oh, okay, well I fucked up, so I'm gonna try to salvage it a little bit. So this will cost me my last Evo, but instead of being allowed to get faces, I have to go and trade. And again, I make the faux pas at this point of playing up the Excel, because like in my mind, Excel is like really good, right? But it's actually not that good versus Arcus Shadow. So I draw 6 here, right? So the hand that I have is really bad because again, it's Arcus Shadow. Like they don't have to play a creature if they don't want to, which means I'm gonna lose my Saphira here most likely. But when he plays Andre, I'm like, oh, okay, he's just gonna act me. That's fine. So he makes a trade here. I actually did not like that trade, by the way. Then he plays Ektar. Okay, so the reason why I didn't like that trade is because Arcus Shadow, their burst damage ranges from about 8 to about 9. Sorry, from about like 7 to 8 damage. Or sorry, about 7 to 10 damage. I'm sorry. With various combos involving either Aisha or, well, I say combos, so Aisha's not really a combo, but yeah, from various burst targets involving either Aisha, Ektar plus 3-drop, or Ektar plus 2-drop, or Ektar, sorry, or 2-drop plus Bad Kappa, or 3-drop plus Bad Kappa, or even say possibly on like 9 mana and above, Ephemera plus like 2-drop, or sorry, Ephemera plus 2-drop plus 2-drop, or Ephemera plus like 3-drop or something like that. Anyway, so that being said, the correct play for him was to forego the trades. Like, you don't make the trades. I'm not on 10 mana. Don't give a fuck about that, and just go ahead and go face. If he had done that, I would have been at what, 7? Yeah, I would have been at 7, and 7 means I'm just dead, right? Especially if he can free up board space in the process. But anyway, he doesn't do it, and that's fine. We'll definitely go and try to punish him because he played a creature that can suicide into you. So he makes trades here. He pushes the damage again. Like I said, he pushes me to 10, but 10 is not enough to kill me because he cannot play Aisha next turn and have that be enough to kill me. So yeah. So next turn max he can only do 9. So we'll go ahead and play around with that. And we'll go ahead and punish him. So I'll go ahead and make the trade here. I pick up some cards. The only thing that mattered about this turn, literally the only thing, was that we were able to turn off our essence and keep our Saphira in the hand. Because if he had lost the Saphira, we would have lost the game on the spot. Because again, like I said, control killer. Additionally, I didn't even play out this turn properly either. When playing out with Excel plus Machina, you want to go ahead and play in such a way that you play all of your real cards first before you start playing artifacts. This way, you get to min-max the mana that you have appropriately. If I played all of this correctly, I would be able to play out the Icarus as well. Now, granted, we know that the Icarus didn't really matter that much because I already had the leaf on the back. But you never know when like a misplay is going to matter. So just generally, when you can, don't misplay. So I go ahead and I drop him down to 7, and we know that now he's dead. Alright, now watch this turn, right? So he plays Singer. Singer under Arcus becomes 3 mana, draw 2 cards, get 1 shadow, get 3 zombies. Or sorry, get 3 ghosts. Balance becomes 2 mana, get 1 shadow, deal 1 damage to a random enemy target if applicable, get 2 ghosts. Plays another Singer. So now, really quickly, for 6 mana, he's drawn 4 cards and possibly dealt up to like 4 damage across 4 damage to my board, or sorry, up to 6 damage to my board, or to my face. Well, like 5-1, 5-1. I'm sorry. All right, so he keeps making trades here. I'm like, okay. He then plays the last bonus, and then I guess the full clear. Oh, and I also take like 5 damage in the process too, so that's nice. But unfortunately for him, we had the lethal because we had the Saphira, the young Saphira in the back. You know, gat. Here we go. So not sure. I go ahead and like drop her like she thought. Like I don't BM by like playing at anything else because like I did not deserve this. I did not deserve this one. It's like I did not play the last like 2 turns like in the best possible way. So I definitely did not deserve this game. Yeah, so we're able to take it. Now, unfortunately, like I said, like Rhino didn't really pop off that much, but we're still able to take it. Next game I'm going to show you guys, again, it's going to be another game versus Arcus Shadow. For this one, I'm going first. I'm like, okay, all right, same rules apply. I have to get grit. Sorry about that. I have to get very aggressive on him immediately because I'm going first. I actually got the substitution. Substitution is actually really nice because there's actually a lot of last words you wanted to deny from Arcus Shadow. So I know some people like on when day one started that they were playing Sun and Moon as well. I don't want to deal with Sun and Moon. I don't want to deal with Bonus. I don't want to deal with Andre. None of that, thank you. So I actually played the meta production on 1. Now keep track of this meta production because this meta production is going to be, or sorry, try to remember the fact that I played this meta production on 1 because it's going to come into effect soon or later. So here I go ahead and play up the Icarus. Now when you're going first as Bordercraft, if you can get a start of Icarus plus Searchers, that's especially if you're going first, that's insane. Because what you get to do is you get to play a 50-50 here. Well, it's 100% if you don't play meta protection. Play 100% here. Pull out a rush artifact. Kill whatever unit he plays and go face. Or if he plays at 1-2 of some sort, value trade and then play another 3-1. To do it again next turn, and that's usually backbreak because people can do it. Like most people just scoop on the spot if you do that to them. It's horrible. It's such a horrible feeling. Anyway, we plays up Belnus. This is the one counter to what I wanted to do, but that's fine because I kept the substitution for reasons like this. Because I can still do the line I just mentioned, like, but I can do it next turn. That's fine by me. So he plays that Everdark Now, ordinarily one might think, okay, well he played Everdark right? That means he must be Reanimate Shadow. Nope. Everdark is currently played in every single version of, in every single good version of Arcus Shadow, just because like you play a surprising amount of neutrals in Arcus, and you can just use this to dig for Arcus. So you only have to play 2 copies of it because you essentially have 5 copies of it, sort of. Yeah, so this is like fine. Heals for 1 as well. That's kind of nice. But again, like I said, I'll just gonna make my search. Again, it's a 2 and 3 roll, but we're able to get the roll. Even if we failed the roll, I'd still just like go face, I think. But so thankfully, my opponent does not have series like my last opponent did. But unfortunately for me, unfortunately for him, he's gonna make like questionable plays. Like I think he forgot about my substitution and just like did this. I didn't actually like this line that much because it plays really hard in a lot of things. Like for example, right off the bat, I'm telling you guys right now, like it plays really hard into Hawk Robbie plus Puppet because again I have the Puppet. It plays really hard into what else? Into Top Deck Icarus. It plays really hard, well, or just me having second Icarus. It plays hard into that. Plays hard into Miriam. Plays hard into Nova History as well. But yeah. Anyway, I have the second Icarus. I'm like, okay, yeah, bet. Let's go. I go ahead and make the search first. It doesn't matter how the search line lines up because I get another search with my Miriam as well. So I go ahead and play the Puppet. I make the trade. Now here I fuck up a little bit. Because of what happened last game, I was kind of traumatized by that. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be in a spot where he has like series and I just like get bodied by it, right? So I make the trade here, but the correct play is to actually make the value trade. Because he $0 on turn 6, he's going into turn 5. So I have enough time to like get knowledge out of this and prepare for that. Anyway, so I do that. Unfortunately for me, the ping lands on the on the Icarus, so now it's like bad because like he can kill a zombie party and things like that now. So I'm like upset, but it's fine. He plays out sorry, he plays out the young Lord Deathskull, and it's like I'm like, okay, so Lord Deathskull is just gonna come out here and do nothing, huh? Yeah, Lord Deathskull is such a giant lemon at the moment, because like if you want to get value from it, you have to like force it through with like other things. Like for example, you have to do like 6 mana, 2-drop Lord Deathskull, then blow up your Lord Deathskull in order to get value from it. That's like that's a lot to ask for sometimes. Alright, now here again, for those of you who kept track, remember that I have a meta production here. So like the correct play is to go Hawk-Robby, hard Hawk-Robby, and then get your draw too. But I didn't do it because I don't know why. Perhaps it's because I normally don't keep meta production on the mulligan. But anyway, I completely forgot about the analyze when I was on the deck, so I go ahead and in my mind I'm thinking, okay, well I'm only just gonna like draw 1 from this, right? Let me go and like do something different. So I fuck up here, I turn off my resonance, I cannot get my Hawk-Robby value anymore. I think I'm gonna play at match the line as well, because I don't want to have to trade or anything like that just yet, because I wanted to play around Odile coming out. And I'm like, okay, so next turn I can go ahead and do stuff with this, right? He plays Aisha. Now Aisha is actually still really good in Arcus, but you generally use her as a trading tool, because like the big thing is getting to your Arcus turn safely. Now unfortunately for my opponent, I did top deck the shit out of him, and yeah, and I get very lucky with pulls and things like that. I'm able to pick up the analyzing as well as the excel in a very god handy or like luck sacky type way. So now I'm able to like kill off his Aisha, go float 2 mana, right? I can float 2 mana to play something else. I pick up Fervent. Fervent is just as good, honestly, because he's definitely gonna play out his Arcus here. Yep, he plays it out. I'm like, okay, sure. He makes a kill. That's fine. Because this is why I kept the evolve. Because like by keeping the evolve, I can now guarantee to kill that with whatever I have next. So here, what we're gonna do here is we get very fortunate. We top deck the Saphira. So it's like 3 top decks in there. Let's go. This turn is very important. So at the moment, our Saphira is at 4. We can keep our Saphira is at 4. He's about to be at 9. We can keep charging the Saphira significantly because we're about to draw like 4 cards here. So go ahead and play Fervent, play out whatever we get from the Fervent immediately, to then play a Hawk-Robby to draw 2 more cards, to then lastly evolve the Analyze and draw 1 more card after that. I don't want to sack either my 4/4 or my 2/3, and I don't want to like give up face damage either. I just want to be able to go face because I'm on a timer. Yes, we see that I'm at 20 right now, but I'm on a timer. So here, when he plays that 2-drop immediately, I already know what's gonna happen. So I mentioned this before, but like I said, like Arcus Shadow, like going into the turn 8, they have a lot of like crazy burst combos. Like 2-drop plus Bad Kappa is a lot of damage. Like it's a ton of damage. It's like 8 damage, I believe. Yeah, it's 8 damage, and then like if you have 3-drop plus Bad Kappa, that's I believe that one is 9 damage. Yeah. Anyway, so he makes his play, and because we have a lot of pressure on him, he's gonna make the trades. Because like he's too afraid. Like if he takes any more damage, he dies like Storm. It's like a Storm artifact or something like that, or just like me having like Saphira. But yeah, so he makes trades, but he gets to clean our board completely. You know, lick Bone Dry or whatever the saying. I don't know anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway. So that's fine. That's good for us. We get initiative. We can play whatever we want now. Now here I get very fortunate. I top deck yet again. I top deck the Biofab. I get to play out the Biofab. I'll go ahead and actually play all of this out. I didn't actually play out the Excel. Nor did I play out the Saphira, because Saphira is my win con. Next time I get to draw 3 cards possibly. My deck is like flooded with some artifacts and also searchers. If I pick up any of these, I win the game on the spot. Now here, pay attention right now, boys, because he's at 10 shadows, right? Pay attention to this, because this what's about to happen this turn is gonna blow your fucking minds. It's gonna be the craziest shit. So he plays the Everdex Tricks. goes up to 17 shadows immediately. For those of you who are wondering, no, that is not a glitch. That's actually what's supposed to happen. So he gets a shadow whenever Glitchxcity comes into play. He gets another shadow whenever Glitchxcity kills off a unit. He gets another shadow whenever Glitchxcity itself dies. He gets yet again another shadow from the gloaming tunes. He gets another shadow from the creature that Glitchxcity played. So yeah, he gets 7 shadow. Because ghosts also count for gloaming tunes as well. So here he starts making trades. I'm like, okay. Like, when the shadow count jumped that high, like I had a heart attack. I was freaking out. Here he plays Demon Eater. He draws. Right, so now 2 mana, get 2 shadows, draw two cards. Or sorry, 2 mana, get 4 shadows. I'm sorry, because you get 1 from Demon Eater being played. You get 1 more from Demon Eater, like I believe killing a card. And then also. Yeah, one more from Demon Eater killing a card and things like that. Yeah. So anyway, so he does all this. He plays another Demon Eater. Yeah. So really quickly recap. Oh, by the way, that's actually tagged by Catacombs. Anyway, so recapping here, he drew 5 cards. He gained 15 shadows. He hit me in the face for 3. Sorry, hit me in the face for 5, and he cleared my very meager board state. So yeah. So now I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. Now, unfortunately for him, my hot streak is still going, and I'm still able to pick up the things I need. Granted, I only needed to hit either an artifact of some sort and then a searcher, or just a searcher that searched me at 2 artifacts. Anyway, so I'm able to hit it, and so now I can just like go ahead and play at the full board. I didn't play at the Excel again because like his deck plays no wards. His deck literally plays no wards that I don't have to worry about. And if it did, well, I'm drawing 4 more cards next turn, so I have a chance to get rid of that. So here he just goes and plays the Hinterland. I knew this was coming, yeah, because like he drew so many cards, right? So he plays the Hinterland, bins all 10, or sorry, not all 10. 9 of the 10 skeletons like end up in the graveyard immediately. So yep, or it might have been all 10 or something like that. No, it's 9. Anyway, so he plays the Soul Squasher next. I'm like, okay. So he gains some more shadows. He then plays Skeleton as well, gains more shadows. I'm like, okay. Yep, he then trades. At the end of the turn, Hinterland procs, I take 6. Now, again, keep in mind, remember, going into his turn 9, right? Going into his turn 9, I was at 20. Now I'm at 6. What a world. This is why the arcus decks are control killers, because like they can outpace most control decks in the game, and I would definitely classify Portalcraft as a control deck first and foremost. But unfortunately for him, I do have the Young Superior. I did top deck again. Again, no BM because I did not play these games to the best of my ability. Like 100%, like no mistakes and things like that. So yeah. But again, like, look at how crazy that was, right? Like, you just, damn. Like, I was so glad that game happened to be on stream, so this way I could like share that with you guys, and then also that I was able to record it and then make sure to get it out for you guys as well, who may not have come to the stream to watch it. But yeah, that being said, like Hinterland definitely the new hotness. Portalcraft can definitely hold its own versus Hinterland, but it's definitely gonna be a close game. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about the current metagame after the mini set down in the comments below. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? What do you think are your standouts for what's like the deck to beat or decks to beat? And then yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will